Well, this is to answer your question of what it would take to change people's mindset regarding the issue of boys or men not being allowed to express their emotion without the fear of being judged. Well, as much as this question might seem like it involves a lot of people or a lot of effort, it doesn't actually. Our parents can only comprehend most of these things to an extent of saying, I hear you or I get you, but they can't understand it because the years they've lived and the years they've seen, they didn't need that. They weren't familiar with that. These are things that are changing with time, and asking your parent to completely devote their understanding and being into it is asking a bit too much. So there's only so much they can help you and let alone understand to a point where it makes much of a difference in your life. A father's being is different now. You know, what you're expecting of a man is not the same as what you were expecting from a man 40 years ago. That's a lot of years that have gone by. So, what I'd say, in my own opinion, for you to change these ideas and this mindset is for you to teach the girl child what to expect of a man or how to treat a man. See, change that approach. It's not a matter of solving the problem, it's a matter of approaching it appropriately, which means by understanding that the girl child determines and sort of makes a man into what he is in any part of his being, either as a husband, a father, or a working man. It doesn't matter. In the end, the wife spends all of the time with the man, and she's the one who's going to teach him everything he sort of doesn't know or doesn't understand or sort of takes very seriously in his being. So, in my own opinion, that is where we should be putting a lot of our effort, by making the girl child understand you can't talk down to a man when he's crying. Like it says, you can't kick a man when he's down. This is why men take their lives, because every time when you talk about being judged, it's not by society, it's by women. Who is the man hiding his feelings from? If the girls are allowing men to devotedly feel or be in their feelings, there isn't so much room for judging, is there? Your friend will understand if your girlfriend does. Haven't you noticed how much priority you put over what your girlfriend understand than what your friends understand? That is why you're so comfortable with your girlfriend and the things you don't want your friends to know, because either being ashamed or not feeling comfortable saying it around them. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we would rather you cry at home or in that relationship you're in, other than you suffering both sides. You can't cry with your friends, you can't cry with your girlfriend. That is the same situation that's going to eventually evolve into a whole new problem, that in the end you are married and you do have friends. When you're not home, you can't cry at home. When you're out with friends, you can only complain about what's happening in your relationship. But in the end, some things that men need to cry about, they don't have to do with the relationship or the marriage. It's about them, how they feel. That is where we want men to be, in their feelings. And it's always in their feelings that you get to really appreciate how much a man really, really feels on a daily without expressing it. So, I mean, in short, it's women. Friends come later. But in the end, a man spends most of his time in impressing one person. It's the wife, the girlfriend, the relationship. That is where most of a man's efforts are. And when you say embarrassed, judged, shy, all of those things, they all add up to the relationship. So I'd advise to teach the girl child to understand that a boy or a man can cry now, meaning me and you, as our generation. If we get this thing understood right here, right now, our kids are not gonna have problem with it. They'll be crying in the streets for all we know. It won't be weird to us because we grew up like that. We were familiar that a man can cry. You don't have to cry in secret. Things would have changed. So, I mean, really, that's my 2 cents on that topic.